What's up, guys? It's Chad here, Juvia's Company, for my front yard today. If you've been following the channel, you know it is fall in fall in North Carolina. My property is pretty much consisting of a third front yard, a third backyard, and a third that is just natural. I have a lot of pine, I have a lot of oak trees, and every fall I have to literally do a leaf pickup every single week just to keep it looking okay. So today I'm going to go over how I like to do a leaf pickup. Stay tuned, let's get to it. So here's kind of the setup of my front yard. This is actually not bad. Last week it was probably 3 times as many leaves. I essentially have some natural beds, all right. Obviously I got lots of oak in the front here. That tree has just about dropped everything. That one's still got some more to go. Obviously I got a lot of leaves regardless. Okay. So this is the setup that I use for my leaf pickup. This is what I've been doing for the past couple of years. I found it to be the most efficient. So, got my Cub Cadet XT2, 42-inch deck. I have the bagger, okay? I have this trailer. I can't hook up the trailer while the bagger's on it. So from my storage building, I haul it up there like that. And then the piece of the puzzle that really helped with the efficiency, this thing right here is probably about 10 to 12 years old. This is just a Expert Gardens blower vac. I just call it a leaf shredder. It has actually blown a hole in the side, and I think it was this year actually. But long story short, if I had simply bag leaves in this bagger, okay, I'd say I get about 1 to 2 passes around my yard in any area, and then I have to go and empty it. I have a pile in the back of my property that I dump the leaves. Okay, but that's about a, we'll say 5 to 8 minute process, driving back there, dumping, and coming all the way back up. So what this allows me to do is cut the time down a considerably amount. So let's go over it. Just for audio purposes, the first thing that I do on a leaf pickup is I use my Echo blower, and I literally blow off all the concrete. I blow everything into the grass. I blow as much as I can from the edges of all my beds into the grass, just so that when I'm using my lawnmower, it can more efficiently pick up everything. So essentially what I do first is I go around and I blow all the edges of all the beds, okay? Because the way I have my grass set up is I have a nice little edge here, and the leaves like to settle in the edges, so I try to blow it out of the edges as much as I can around all the beds. All right. Also, I have a pretty steep ditch. I know you saw it on there, but so I try to blow all the leaves out of the bottom of the ditch because I can't really pick them up very well with the lawnmower. So I get them all, and all this right here is a project for spring next year. A lot of erosion taking place on this little hill right here, so gonna fill that in next year with some more grass. But let's get all these leaves picked up. essentially went down this one pass, we went at the very top of the road, turned around and came back, and that was enough for one full basket. So here's what we got to do. I fold this up because I have to. All right, so again, this is one full load. It's a little overloaded, obviously, because we still got leaves all jammed up in here. Okay, so this is essentially what I do. If I was to just take these two, dump it into this trailer, it would probably fill up about maybe a quarter of the load of this trailer. So next step, what I do, I take this out. This is all harder with one hand. All right, so that's a nice little mound right there. And double it up with this bag. Okay, so again, that's a pretty good sized load of leaves. And then obviously I have to come over here and empty this out as well as that. Shoot. Once all this is all unloaded, obviously close that thing. Here's my pile. I know it's really hard to see on camera, the depth, but yeah. So this is where this bad boy comes into play. Now normally, I have my oldest daughter come out here and operate this and chop this up while I'm actually still picking up. It was in the 20s last night. It's probably in the high 30s. We do have a decent amount of breeze, so nobody wants to come help daddy today, so I'm out here doing this all by myself. So I'll show you what this does. Just to show you, all right, so you wear the bag on your side, the strap goes over your shoulder, okay? So this pile right here is going to essentially get sucked up in this tube. There's a blade in here, and then it puts all of the shredded leaves into this bag. I can get done, this is essentially a 8-to-1, so all the volume you put in here gets shredded an eighth of itself and puts in the bag. So here we go. Once this bag is completely full, this is what you get, okay? Now, obviously everything's not super minced, but if you look at it in general, it's a lot smaller than this pile down here. So we're gonna dump this in. All right, now look how small and chopped up that is. Now again, this thing is like 12 years old. The little plastic blade doesn't quite chop as well as it used to, but there's a lot of companies that make gas-powered or battery-operated blower vacs that have metal blades that are replaceable and sharpenable. So yeah, so that's that. So I can do this whole front yard and just fill up this trailer one time and have to empty it once. But again, most of the time I have my older daughter running this process, so I don't have to stop and then chop it up. I just want to show you how effective using the bagger to pick up leaves is. All right, so I made this pass right here. All right, came up the hill. Yeah, check this out. So this all used to be right here, the same amount of leaves, and you can see how well using the bagger system picks up the leaves. So I haven't done it on that side yet, but as you can see, this definitely a very easy process with that leaf bagger on the back. Well, I'm just about done. Not 100%. I still got to do a little bit of blowing and stuff. But as you guys can see, using a bagger on your lawn tractor does amazing work. I really have not picked up a rake in years. I I just don't like raking leaves. I actually decided to do all of my neighbor's front lawn as well. But yeah, I love this technique. I've been using it for quite a few seasons now. And so I literally picked up all the leaves in my whole front yard and my neighbor's front yard using this technique, and the trailer is full, but it's only one time I have to make the trip to the back and empty it. So yeah. Well, that is the conclusion of how I like to do my leaf pickups in fall. Essentially, got just a standard lawn tractor with the bagger system and mulching blades. To make it easier on my back and forth trips to my backyard, I just, like I said, dump the leaves from the bagger. I use a blowing vac to mince it up even more, dump it in my trailer, and after I'm done the whole process in my front, I just make one trip to the back to dump the leaves, and that's it. So it saves me a lot of time, a lot of effort. Again, normally my daughter's here to actually use the blowing vac to do that process, but I had to do it all myself due to the cold weather today. And yeah, if you guys like this content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but my neighbor saw me doing my yard, so they're out there doing their yard as well. So have a great fall, and again, please like this video if it helped you out, and yeah, happy mowing. Bye.